I'm Saturday hauling for you guys today, and I'm going to start off with a repurchase. So when I went down to Weatherford, I flew and I didn't bring any hairspray because I didn't have like a smaller one. I didn't want to pack like a big thing of hairspray. So we were in the grocery store and I was like, oh, let's just see what they have for hairspray there, right? So I seen this little one. It's from, it's LA Hold from Giovanni Eco Chic hair care is what it says, and it's hair spritz maximum hold all day style. So I just was like, I'll just try this one. It's got a pump on it, so this is actually the empty one. I just love this. I love this hairspray, and it was like such a on the whim type of a thing. It says cruelty free, vegan, infused with natural botanical ingredients, no harmful sulfates, PEGs, parabens, phthalates, propylene glycol, artificial dyes. So I mean, I was just thinking just something to hold the fuzzies and stuff like that. And you guys, if you watch my empties video, you would have seen my little rant about what they did to my favorite Dove hairspray. It turned into this thing that like gathered in this rubbery substance in my hair when they did a reformulation. So I was like trying to find something to replace that anyway. And this just did it for me. So I found it on Amazon and I got the big size. So this has got 5 fluid ounces, 147 milliliters. And these products here, it says, are made in the USA. So I kind of just like everything about it. The formula, the claims with the yes and the no of what it has and doesn't have. But I can spray it on my hair and it has nice hold for the flyaways. But it's not like I have to wash my hair after I use it. You know, it doesn't like, it'll like break apart so you don't have like this buildup when you like shower or whatever. I just really like it. So such an on the whim thing. I got the big size of it on Amazon. Again, that's from Giovanni Eco Chic Hair Care LA Hold Hair Spritz. Right there. And I gotta figure out how I can pop this off because I'd like to refill this again for travel purposes. And then I seen this new mascara from Maybelline, or a new version of my favorite mascara, should I say. And it's the Lash Sensational Firework Mascara, which is currently my favorite mascara. And they were buy one, get one 50% off at Ulta. And I thought that there was something, I don't know, something different about it. It said washable on the description of this one, where it doesn't say that on the description of the original. So I don't know what I was thinking. I was just thinking it's a different packaging. It must be different in some kind of way, and I want to try it because the Lash Sensational Firework is my favorite mascara. So I got it, and I think the only difference is the packaging, and the color is called 800 Electro Black. So I only got one of the newer kind, and then I got the other one 50% off because I wasn't sure what the differences between the two would be, but the formulations are the same. So I am wearing this mascara today, so you can see this is the packaging. It's just like black instead of pink right here. I don't really see anything different in terms of the color of the mascara, or notice anything different about when I apply it with the color either, but the formulation is the same. This formula of mascara is just excellent. I like 2 coats is typically what I use. It doesn't flake or smudge on me. It gives nice volume and length. It's just a really good mascara. So again, it's been my current, and there's quite a bit of product in the tube. So versus the Maybelline Sky High, which used to be my favorite mascara, I just went through so many of those. You guys have heard me talk about that before. This lasts just a lot longer. I feel like I use about half the amount in comparison to the Sky High, like in terms of tubes in a year type of a thing. So there's 0.33 fluid ounces or 10 milliliters inside of here. And then it does have the rubber bristle wand on it. It's the same wand as the one in the pink as well. But again, just my favorite mascara. I thought something was going to be different, but I don't find a difference. Also in Ulta, I seen this new shade, or at least it's a shade that I didn't see in any other displays up until I was in Ulta that day, from the e.l.f. Glow Reviver lip oil line, and it's the Opology Tour shade. So I purchased 2 of these and hauled them a few videos ago, and it's just a really great lip oil. So I loved the color of this one. And again, I hadn't seen it when in the first original displays of this, but this is the Glimmer Finish, 0.25 fluid ounces of product, and it's made in China. So that's the box packaging right there. And I've got just a dash of this on today, but these are just really great like lip oils. The consistency of it's got a nice like viscosity to it. It's not like sticky, but it stays really well and it feels super nice on the lips. I just really love like blue glimmery lip products. There was a gold one too that I hadn't seen in the original lineup either, which I almost got that one, but then I would have 3 of them and I didn't think that I needed 3 of them. So isn't that pretty? It's just got like this bluish, slightly grayed sparkle finish to it. And I just love the shade. So I'll just put like a little dash more on in the center right here. It just looks so pretty. These are such great lip products from e.l.f. So I got that guy. Again, it's a different shade than I had seen. Opology Tour is the shade name of that guy. I also thought I would try this color correcting concealer from the Ulta Beauty brand. They recently like revamped their whole makeup range, and I just really liked the shade of this, and kind of the consistency felt like more of a full coverage like when I swatched it on my hands. So I think they were like 4 or 5 shades, like they get, you know, typical green and peach and stuff like that, but I got the pink rose. And they have a range of concealers in this style of packaging as well in the new kind of lineup. I should have swatched a couple of the like skin tone range of the concealer, but I didn't. I just went straight for the pink color corrector. And this is actually what I've got underneath my eyes today to conceal, and it has a medium buildable coverage to it. A slightly thicker consistency than some of the concealers I've been mentioning recently, but it blends out really well and it has nice coverage, and I just think my under eyes look really nice. So there is a total of 4.8 milliliters or 0.16 fluid ounces, and this is made in Canada. So the little lid kind of pops off, and then it's got this little triangular kind of doe foot applicator. And that is what the shade looks like. It's a product that I think I'll like to use on my more want to be like full coverage days. Because again, it's a little bit more full coverage than some of the concealers I've been using recently. And the consistency is just a little bit thicker. Not heavy though. It's not like a heavy product. It's just in comparison to those other ones, it's a little bit thicker, but I've been enjoying it. So again, that's the color correcting concealer from the Ulta Beauty collection, and I have the shade, again, what did I say, pink rose, and that's what's underneath my eyes right there. I also got 2 of the new Urban Decay Face Bond blush suedes, powder blush. So these got 5 grams or 0.17 ounces of product in here, and these ones here are made in the USA. It says with US and or imported ingredients on the packaging. So this is what the box looks like. And I kind of seen some people comparing these to like more affordable brands like ColourPop and stuff, and the packaging on these is much more substantial. They're almost like acrylic, heavy plastic packaging. They feel really nice. They don't feel like a chintzy cheap product, and I'm really glad that I went and got some, despite like kind of having in my mind the comparison to like a cheap blush, you know, because they're really, really nice. I have got on my mind 3 other shades of these. I don't need any more blush, but I really like the formulation. So I am wearing the shade Wholehearted on my cheeks today, and it's just a really pretty pink shade. So this is Wholehearted right here. And they're pigmented, they blend out super, super easily, and they adhere to the skin really, really well. So like that Face Bond claim is pretty true. So like I have blushes that I love the colors of, but they'll tend to kind of almost not want to stick to my skin sometimes. These just stick really, really well, and they blend out really well, and they have great pigmentation. So I really do like the formulation of them. These are both matte blushes. I think the whole range is kind of a satin matte formula. But I really, again, I really like them. So this one is Wholehearted, and then I'll blend it out here. And that's the shade that I have got on my blush points and cheeks today. And then I also got the shade Sunset and Vine, because I love like a vibrant burnt orange shade. And that's exactly what this is. So again, this is Sunset and Vine. And they're great. I was in Ulta the other day and I wanted to see the lighter kind of peachy shade, but for whatever reason they didn't have a tester out in the display with the other shades, but I want to get that coral shade. And then there's, I think, a deeper pink, and then that lighter, like orangey coral kind of color, like a, oh, it's like a peach, I guess I should say. I want those 3 shades, and I think I'm going to check. I should just check. Urban Decay recently was doing 25% off on their entire website. I'm going to look because I might get those 3 shades from there, but these are really nice. Again, I've got Wholehearted on today. The packaging, again, has got a nice weight to it, and it's like a thicker, I liken it again to acrylic as opposed to like a lightweight plastic, if you will. So again, those are the new Urban Decay Face Bond blush suedes right there. And then I did a pickup in store for a brush from the Morphe range. They recently came out with some new synthetic brushes, and I really like that collection that they did with, I think it's Ariel. These are synthetic though, and the ones that I wanted weren't available to pick up in store, but I wanted to see like the quality of them. Granted, I just did a massive like brush declutter. The amount of brushes I had was like insane, and I had my mom and my brother's girlfriend Shelby come over and kind of have at it with what they wanted for brushes, because there was just so many. So I really didn't need another brush like the one that I got, but I wanted to try a brush from the range. But I really wanted to get those brushes where the back side is flat and then they curve inwards, like this type of a style. They had a couple of them. There was this, like, I think an eyeshadow one, a cheek one, and then a larger kind of face one with that similar type of shape to it. But they were sold out to pick up in store. And then when I was in the store myself the other day, they didn't have them. They were out of stock there too, so they must be pretty popular. Anyway, long-winded there. I got the M331 Eye Blender brush. These are made in China. This is what the box packaging looks like. It's just a domed kind of fluffy blender brush. It's a synthetic. It's circular all the way around. Just good for blending out shadow. This is larger than I typically use to kind of blend out crease, and not quite large enough to like use for how I like to set concealer. So maybe underneath the brow or something like that. I was expecting it to be a little bit bigger for whatever reason, but the shape of it doesn't kind of say anything about the quality. It's just, they're just nice synthetic brushes. So I got that one. Very soft synthetics, but they're not like so smooth to the ends that they're not gonna like pick up product, you know. So again, this is the M331 Eye Blender right there. My apologies if I feel like I'm coming off a little rushed, but I'm taking some horses up to the barn so I can trim their feet before I have to get surgery on Friday, because I won't be able to do it for a while. So I got everybody except for 2 head, I think, trimmed, so they should be good by the time I have my surgery, get a little healed up to be able to trim again. That's my plan anyway. So I'm trying to like hurry up because my mom and Shelby are also like hooking up and gonna load them and take them up there. So yeah, I'm trying not to feel so rushed, but I am kind of rushed. I also got one of the new Maybelline lifter liners. I got 06 Line Leader, and I was trying to find like the lightest kind of neutral shade, and they didn't have like a tester display out or anything like that, so I couldn't swatch them. So I just winged it. And the shade that I got is much more pink than I was anticipating, but it is the liner that I've got on my lips today, and the formulation is really nice. It's a more long wearing formula, but it's not super like goopy, liney around the lips, if you will. So it's a sharpened style pencil. Again, I got the shade 06 Line Leader. How much product we got? 0.042 ounces or 1.2 grams. And this guy is made in Germany. So this is what it looks like. And it's just quite a bit more pink than what I was kind of going for. I really like a kind of neutral brown kind of shade that I can use for like pinks, oranges, neutral colors, like a real versatile one, much like the ColourPop BFF liner, which I have several of. But this is a really nice color, and it looks great with MAC's Cream Cup, which is what I also have on in addition to a bit of the e.l.f. lip oil that I showed. But you can see just like when I go like this, just how nice and creamy it is. And then I'll give it a few minutes and go like this so you can kind of see how much it smudges in that time frame, and it does have some a little bit of budge proofness to it, but it's not like overly done in my opinion. So they're quite nice. I might wing it again and try to find again one that has a little bit more brown in it, but this shade here again is Line Leader. And then let's go like this. So you can see it's sticking, and it's only, you know, been a few seconds, so it does have some wear time to it, you know. So again, number 6 Line Leader from the Maybelline Lifter Liners. I also got an eyeliner from NYX, and I had thought that I had tried these before, but I had swatched it next to the Twist Up liner from NYX that was also in a green shade like this, and I think that's the one that I tried, and it doesn't have the wear time. But I've got several of the Epic Wear lip liners, and they're really long wearing. So I swatched this on my hand, and then I went about like shopping in the store, and it was pretty budge proof. So I was like, okay, I'm going to give it a try, because I don't think I bought this one. I bought a Twist Up, and again, it didn't have the longevity. So this is the eyeliner that I've got on my waterline today. It's also a sharpened style pencil. You've got 0.04 ounces or 1.22 grams, and this is also made in Germany. So the shade I have is Emerald Cut. And I wiped my waterline off with a Q-tip and then made a few passes to get it really opaque. And I mean, I don't have any wear on the outer corners. I wear this KVD Super Pomade in Power Green almost every single video. It's like just one of my favorites for the waterline. The green tones in these two are very different. I liken it to the Givenchy Kohl Couture that I used to wear all the time, but they discontinued it. This liner, in comparison to the KVD and the Givenchy's, got more yellow in it. So I was a little worried about it, but it's not overly yellow like some of the ones I have tried. And I really like that little bit of extra brightness in the green in this particular shade. So let me go ahead and swatch it for you guys. Again, this is Emerald Cut. So you can just see it's a brighter, slightly more yellow green undertone. I'll put a little bit of the KVD next to it. And then let me grab, for old time's sake, the Givenchy one, because I do have a few of these left. Granted, they are getting quite dry, but I just adore the color of this. I haven't been able to find this exact shade of green in any other like liner products. But it's such a pretty color. So primarily I wear the KVD one, because again, these are discontinued, and I just got a bit left in like 3 different pencils. But anyway, that's what I have on my waterline, and I really like it. And it's been posing to be quite long wearing, which I'm excited about. And if it does a good job without like going too much in the inner corners and stuff, I'm gonna revisit this line, this Epic Wear line, and see if they got like a really bright like blue shade. Not like pastel blue, but like just kind of a bright mid-tone blue, because I'll grab that as well. So again, that's the NYX Epic Wear liner stick in Emerald Cut right there, and that is what is on my waterline. I also grabbed the 2 new palettes from Morphe. I don't remember the name of the collection, but they came out with 2 9 pans as well as some like lip oils. I haven't seen the lip oils in store, but they had the palettes. So I grabbed both of them. So these are again, the 9 pans. They've got a little sheet in there with like instructions and stuff on there. There's Forbidden Honey and Pulp Fantasy. It's these guys are right here. And these ones here have got 10.1 grams or 0.35 ounces. And again, that's across 9 shades. And these are bulk formulated in Taiwan, China, pressed and assembled in China is what it says. This one here is the Forbidden Honey palette, and it's the pink warmer toned one. Light cardboard packaging with a magnetic closure, and then your center shade is a baked gelée. So I have got the other 9 pans that they did like this. I think it was last fall maybe, and they're just nice, easy eyeshadow palettes. So let's go ahead and swatch them. Both of them are one and done for me. The quality is nice, nothing super unique about the colors or the formulations. They're just a very standard, easy to use eyeshadow. And then the center one, which again is a baked gelée. It's kind of a duochrome. And then this last shade. which could have been maybe just a tiny bit deeper, but it works. It works like packed in the crease for depth. But again, this one is called Forbidden Honey, right there. And then the other one again is called Pulp Fantasy. This is a cool tone bluey purple one. Right here, again with that center shade that has got like the big gelée duochrome to it. So let's get swatching these guys. I kind of feel like, I feel a little hungry for brands to just drop a bunch of eyeshadow palettes, but it's almost like we're in blush zone right now. And then these next ones. And then this last one. Right there. So that one is Pulp Fantasy. Right there. And there are the two new Morphe 9 pens. And then lastly, I got the new Adept Cosmetics Minka eyeshadow palette. So this is a redone palette. Minka came out some years ago in the older like square packaging, so they redid it, and I'm really excited about it because it's just absolutely beautiful. They kind of redid their packaging too, so it's all cardboard, right? And then the inside insert isn't a foam or a plastic, it's also cardboard. We changed our packaging so that it's easier to recycle or compost, which I've noticed quite a few brands are starting to do that, which is great. So this guy here's got 18 grams or 0.63 ounces of product in it. And this is the eyeshadow palette that I've got on my eyes today. I have worn this palette several times since I've gotten it, and it's just beautiful. Adept Cosmetics makes some of my absolute favorite eyeshadows, and their palettes and color combinations are they're really unique and just super beautiful. I get so excited. I get so excited every time I see that they're launching a new eyeshadow palette, because again, I love them. You guys have seen the Cyborg Choir, my Cyborg Choir palette, which I have a backup of. I've almost hit pan on several shades. It's like my go-to when I want to feel like, I don't know, super confident and like pretty with my eye look. I go to that one because it like never fails me. But anyway, this is the new Minka palette. They switched up their packaging from this kind of, it's like a faux leather outside, and then it's like a covered cardboard in there. So this is their older style packaging, which I didn't mind. Just some of the corners on some of those can kind of like start to turn up a little bit. This one's not going to happen because this is a hard plastic packaging. It really reminds me of kind of Natasha Denona's newer packaging. It's great. It's got the little holes in the back so you can pop them out, which is another thing I love about Adept Cosmetics palettes, is you can interchange them or pull them out and put them in a big magnetic palette, which I've actually done where my older Minka palette is right here. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Adept Cosmetics eyeshadow palettes are housed in this guy right here. This is a Unearthly Cosmetics magnetic palette, and I really wish that I would have bought 2 of these because I don't think that they sell them anymore, but I just love the cover. Anyway, I love that they are magnetized and you can pull them out. It's like a pearled white kind of cover on it, and there's the back. And then here are the shades inside. They're just absolutely stunning. You've got 1, 2, I would say 3 hollow chromes, and then this one's definitely a multi-chrome. Some of these have got like super fine micro glitters, like these 2 right here, but I don't find that they fall out on the face. So I've got this shimmering pink one underneath my brow today. Like I said, the sparkly glitter components are very fine, and they don't like fall out all over on my face. But I want to make note that they are in there. So when I put a brush in those shades, I'm really kind of gentle with it, because if you try to like, you know, swipe back and forth, you're going to pick up a ton of product, and it can come off a little bit in some chunks. So you want to kind of be gentle with it, and then they break apart when you like blend them on the lid, you know. So let's get swatching these. I just have to be ever so delicate because they're soft, some of these. Oh, I can hear Shelby hooking up to the horse trailer, or heading out with some horses. I should look out the window because I need to get rolling. Aren't those beautiful? And then these next ones. Or either my brother's moving snow. That could be what's going on out there right now. This is the holochrome I've got on my lid today, and it's so pretty with a bit of this one in front of it. And then these last three. I hadn't really like hand swatched this palette. I've mostly just been like using it. I think I've used every single shade in here. But like this shade right here that has some micro glitters in it, again, they're fine micro glitters, but you can feel them. Now that I'd swatched them with my fingers, you can feel that there's a nice like tacky binder in it, so that's what's going to keep it from like falling on your face. They do a really, really good job with shades like that. So this is just beautiful. For mattes, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I typically use like one of these lighter shiny shades for a highlight underneath the brow, but I love this. I love their new packaging, the shades, just a beautiful, beautiful palette from Adept Cosmetics. Again, this is their new Minka eyeshadow palette, and it is what I've got on my eyes today. Right there. It's beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. And that is everything for the haul today. I hope that you guys enjoyed it and found it helpful. Thank you for watching. Do not forget to wear sunscreen, and I will see you guys later. Bye.